we are here. I am very happy and honored to be speaking with Celia Carver for the film After Party. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I am so excited that I get to go to my home state soon and visit family and watch my film on a big screen in my native state,
So where are you based now? Where are you based
Los
now?
Angeles. I'm in LA.
You, you moved big time, I see, because from my understanding, this is your first narrative film.
Yeah, so this is my first short film. The director is Shana McKennas, and this is also her first narrative film to direct. I was the writer and the money and the lead actress.
Congratulations. Before I ask you other questions, because I'm really proud of you, because that's not an easy accomplishment doing this. It's a lot of planning. So you understand as a fellow boss, I would like to say, can you tell everyone what it's about?
Yeah, so I will also try to keep it a surprise for viewers, but it's basically a husband and wife come home from a dinner party at a friend's house, and the husband kind of playfully confronts her about a social faux pas at the party that she blames him for.
See, you did it better than me. And I will say, I love the way that everything flowed and you did an excellent job. Like, I love that you were very selective of who you chose to work with specifically for this project. I want to Shana because literally she's over here. She is true Hollywood. E-news and other things that I read about in
Yeah,
major commercials. Why did you choose
yeah.
her specifically as the director?
It's Shauna, by the way. Shauna and I go way back. It's really strange. We've known each other since our high school days. She went to high school in Beaumont, Texas, as did I. And she's one of my sister's best friends, and our paths have just crossed. I lived in New York City at some point. Shauna did too. I believe she was working for Fuse at the time. She's in LA, mostly producing, but she's directing things as well. And when I was ready to make my first short film, I was like, "Would you like to direct?" And she read it, she liked it, and we took it from there.
Beautiful. I love that. Did a great job. And then also the other person I really want to commend because he was on camera with you. Both of you did excellent together.
Jasper.
Jasper,
Yeah.
what made you,
Yeah.
Jasper? I have a feeling why, because he's very charismatic on camera with you. Why did you
Yeah.
select to be your husband?
Yeah. So if you don't have so it's a husband character, right? And he's kind of calling her out. And it requires a certain kind of energy. So we were getting different people to read for it, and some people were just too snide and too negative in kind of like their tone. And Jasper is just like, you can see it in his face. He's such a ray of sunshine, and he really had such a playful tone with it that kept things light. And by the way, you might recognize Jasper too. He's in a number of national commercials. He's been in an insurance commercial recently. He's on billboards. Yeah.
Because I was like, whenever I saw it, I was like, he looks so familiar. I just couldn't, like, he looks so familiar.
Yeah, he's in a number of commercials, and I just lucked out to get to work with him. But his star is rising. I mean, he's a great actor. You're going to see him in a lot more in the future.
Also, I just want to say for yourself, you did a great job. And what did that feel like where in the process of being on camera, this is not your first time on camera, is it?
It is. Yes.
What did that
Yeah.
feel like?
Nerve-wracking. I mean, as a woman, it's always hard to see yourself on screen, right? But as a woman, it can be extra challenging, and there can be a lot of like self-criticism. So that was hard to get around, but I was in a really comfortable environment, great crew. Jasper is such a pro and really put me at ease working with him too. So it was
Thought you
fun.
did an excellent job. So any self-criticism that's all in your head, just bye. Excellent job. And I want to kind of rewind just for a quick second because you said something very interesting to me. And I feel like what you have learned within this process of casting, with this being your first film, you could offer a lot of advice to anyone else that's trying to be like you. Any advice for anyone that's trying to find the right people for these roles? Because we have a lot of screenwriters coming to this festival.
Yeah, I would say Look for the unexpected. I think tonal quality is a great read. And I think if you are doing casting and you just see people come in with different takes on even the smallest parts, look for someone that surprises you, delights you. And I would also say hire people of color. Like if you don't need to, if it's not like reliant on a sort of racial narrative or someone being a particular race, you don't need to just keep it a certain way. Make it diverse. It adds much more. It's giving more opportunities to people, and it just adds more depth to the story.
I want to commend you for that too, because that was like obviously the first thing I noticed, and you don't see it. Well, yes, we see it, but I love the fact that it was refreshing because even at this festival, I love the diversity that you had on camera. Thought it was very beautiful. I come from a very mixed background with my family.
Yeah, and it's just also just doesn't need to be two white characters. So and you know, and it doesn't even matter. At the end of the day, I wasn't like, oh, I want to have a black man in the. It was who does the best part. Like who did the best job? Jasper did the best job. I was cracking up watching him read my lines because he just had such a good delivery. But yeah, you don't keep it open for everyone. Keep it diverse as much as possible. It really creates a better experience for everyone, and it creates a better film.
I agree. And I love the lighting setup, everything that you had with the coloring, everything felt very, very warm. I want to compliment you on that. I noticed all the lighting. I pay attention to those details. And
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, did you have any challenges on set?
Not set, a little bit in the post-production. We had to have someone redo the coloring, but that's just part of it. The person who originally did it was trying something new. And sometimes when you work in films, you want to try different positions and see what works best. And in the end, we had to have someone redo that, but he did a great job. That's just par for the course. It was a huge learning experience. And I would say I learned a lot so that when I work on my next piece, I'll be much better equipped. But I'm really pleased with how it turned out.
What would you say? What would you say the biggest lesson that you've learned in this journey, keeping and taking charge, taking the reins with all of these people? Like, I know you have these two, but there are other people that you don't see. So taking the reins for this particular project, what were like the biggest lessons that you learned?
I'll say 3 things. So keep it very simple, especially for first film. We were in one location, in one space. That made it a hell of a lot easier. It also made it more affordable to make. So keep it very simple, keep it diverse. If there is an opportunity where you can bring in people with different backgrounds, different skill sets, do that. And third, pay everyone. So people might be willing to work on a sliding scale if you are friends with them, but really at the end of the day, everyone deserves their fair share. Everyone's putting work into it. Pay your people, cover food for them, but also know that you get what you pay for. So don't skimp too much. Like if you really think someone's worth working with, pay them fair wages. So those are my 3 things.
Excellent, excellent. And you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. What's next for you? Because you did say you're working on something next. Or do you want to elaborate further? Something different? Still romantic?
That was my first short. I'm writing now another short film that I want to try to direct, or at least co-direct, because I feel like I didn't know my way around a set for the first film. I feel more comfortable now. I want to try my hand at directing. That is a short horror film, and I want to direct it to see if I like directing, because I have an idea for a horror comedy or dramedy that's feature length, but depending on how it goes, directing the next short will be whether or not I want to tether myself to that feature for directing, or if I want to just write it and then sell it. So
Love that. I want to ask you one last question because I'm so curious. Because I love all of your answers, everything you're saying. Who inspires you in film? Who inspires you?
I was a film major in college. I was a double major with English and with film, and I actually dropped the film major because I thought some of the guys, there was so many guys in that program and they were so insufferable.
That's real.
So I dropped it, and I really look at it as a missed opportunity, like letting these egocentric guys kind of ruin a program for me. I returned to film like almost 20 years after that, and I really regret that. So I would say like a lot of women inspire me, but also kids that are like my niece and nephew's age. They're trying things now. They're going into their 20s, and it's really exciting to see like Gen Z and younger people just like not be held back and just go for stuff. And that inspires me a lot too. So women and youths, women
Definitely.
and young people. Yeah.
I love that answer. I definitely relate to you on some aspects. And like the more I'm diving even deeper into the entertainment movie space, I will definitely say it makes me feel alive again and it makes me feel young.
Yes, yeah. And I'm excited for you. I can't wait to hear what you're working on. And I'm really grateful that you're doing so much work to make this festival happen. You should feel very proud. It's awesome.
Thank you. Super excited. I'm excited for you to meet the other people if you ever want to collaborate with them. There are people coming in from all over the world, literally, that are going to be in attendance. So I'm excited and we'll have some entertainment at the end. So make sure you wear a dress at the end
Yeah.
too. Um,
Yes, my Southeast Texas family and friends will be coming through to support the festival. So it's
that's
going to
going to
be a
be
great
exciting.
event.
I look forward
Yeah.
to meeting you in person and everybody, you better come watch the after party.
Thank you so much. See you soon.